Can you hear the music? I spent so many years reading books, attending spiritual services, investing in so many spiritual, metaphysical entrepreneurs, authors, coaches, experts, so much getting trained in so many different trainings to help me with the law of attraction. But yet, it's not working. What the heck is going on? Why isn't it working? Hello, my friends. How are you? This is Evie Diaz. Evie Diaz, your money manifesting maestra and inspirational speaker and author. And today I am delighted to join you. And for a little bit, I put the crown here because I'm calling out all the magnificent queens out there. So I put my old crown back on, right, for you. And welcome to today's Money Manifesting Monday show. If this is your first time, please let us know who you are. Where are you tuning in? Where in the world are you? And what is your story when it comes to manifesting? I want to hear all about you. So, what is the manifesting myth? What is the action that you're missing? What the heck is going on? This is what I and so many of my clients have asked me. What is going on? I have a bookshelf of books on manifesting law of attraction. I've been studying for so long. What am I doing wrong? I've taken retreats, I've gone to conferences, and yet I haven't manifested the big thing I've been wanting to manifest. So, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? Well, my dear friends, today we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to tell you real simple. No, you don't have to run around for anything. First of all, you have heard this before, right? The law of attraction, unlike many think, is not magic. It feels like magic, but it isn't. It's not, it feels magical at many times. I always say that, but it's not magic per se. So, what is your missing action? And it is precisely that. The law of attraction has within it the word action. So, my first suggestion for today, I'm going to write it right in here, is when we talk about attraction, let's capitalize the word action. That's right, we want to capitalize the word action because it seems that we have forgotten the key, one of the keys to manifesting. And we're going to talk about why we miss the action. So, the key to manifesting is action, but not just any action. There's a specific type of, I believe, action, right, that we're missing. And that's the problem. So when you write attraction, focus on the action. Action is what it's called. Now, there is a difference, and I know that many women like me who are entrepreneurs or professional women perhaps are taking a lot of action. And they're like, Evie, that's all I do. I take a lot of actions. I have a huge to do list. I have all these things to do, and I'm doing it all. Well, that is a different type of action. That is more efforting. And that's what I want to talk about today. But before we get started, let's do something. Let's align our room right now with the intention of what we want to have happen here today. So, to that end, let me see. If I have a little bit of music that I can put in the background to kind of get us in kind of a relaxing kind of mood. Let's see. Let's see if I. That's not in. That's not in. I think I've uploaded all the fast music and I forgot to upload the one I wanted. None of those are it. So here we go. Let's just set the intention. I have to upload some new music here onto my dashboard, but let's just set that intention. Perhaps, like me, you've had a very busy day. You've had a lot of phone calls, a lot of Zooms, a lot of emails. You've been working on a big project like I have. And perhaps you may say, well, it's Monday. That's how Monday is. So there could be so many things happening, right? Of which some of them you plan, some of them you might not have planned. So let's just put all that aside. So take all the cares that you've had for today, okay? Let's put them inside of like, let's pretend there's a box. Let's put everything in a box and let's put it right here on the side and leave it on the side for now. Yes? Let's do that. Let's put it on the side. All the worry, all the busyness of today, let's put it on the side and let's just experience this now present moment. Okay? My intention today is for you to feel good, to feel happy, to feel joyous. My intention is to inspire you and empower you with some knowledge of something perhaps that you already know, that you've already heard, but you've forgotten about, and perhaps you haven't implemented. So today is a day of, for just a few minutes, stopping what you're doing and aligning yourself with that inner knowing inside of you that is always guiding you, always calling at you, and that has your best intention in mind, that has your purpose in mind, that wants you to shine the way you want to shine. And let's bring that woman forth right now. Perhaps you call her your future self like I do. Perhaps you call that person, that woman, you call her your higher spirit, or perhaps you call it God or source within, whatever you call it. Bring that into the now moment, the present moment. The only real moment that exists is right here in this present moment. And let's align our energies wherever you may be right now with the energy of abundance, love, peace, and certainty that all things are always working out for us and always in divine order. Yes? Yes. Awesome. So, what is it and what is the difference? And are there different types of action? And why are we talking about the law of attraction specifying that action is the missing key for you? And what type of action do we want to take? Well, first of all, let me just say that I've been on a spiritual path for over 20 years. If you count when I first met Tony Robbins when I was like 20 years old, it might be 30 years on a path of self improvement, human behavior. And that is because I was born and raised in poverty, in a home where there was a lot of physical, mental, and even sexual abuse. And some of you may have seen that I have shared in the past that where I came from and where I live are very different. You see here in the background, this is my now view. Behind me, there's a window, and while I have curtains behind it, I'll show you. Before, I lived in a very different place, and I shared this recently, 2 days ago, with the women in our money manifesting group. By the way, you are invited to join for free our Facebook group. It's called moneymanifestingwomen.com. You can go to Money Manifesting Women. Let me make sure that I share that with you so that you feel free to join us. Moneymanifestingwomen.com. Please go there. And it was there that I share a little bit of my story. And the reason was because I'm now ready to share that. See, I wasn't always ready to share that. And that was because of a feeling that I had. And you know what feeling that was? Shame. I was ashamed of where I came from. Now, today, not going to dive deep into shame, except to say that sometimes we don't take action because of shame. And yet, there is one bigger reason why we don't take action. And I'll tell you that in just a second. So, I want to go ahead and share real quickly with you I'm going to do a share screen here so that you can see a little bit of what I shared with the money manifesting women just, I believe, yesterday. Okay. And here's what I shared. I shared where I was born and raised. That's right. This was the post depression first building, government building. We used to call them the housing projects back over 40 years ago, where I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. And you can Google them. They just recently tore them down. They were called the Seth Boyden Projects. And that's why I have a picture, because it was in the news. My sister told me a lot of people that were born and raised there went there. And, I am grateful that I lived through that. We lived through a lot of poverty, dirty, and it was just not very good. And this is my view now. This is my view from Aventura, Florida. What I view are $1 million homes, homes that start about 7 million. And the reason why I'm sharing that is not to impress you, not at all. And I'm not going to say to impress upon you, no. I'm telling you that to let you know that I've been through a trajectory in my life that at one point I couldn't even talk about it because I felt kind of like guilty and shame that I was born and raised in such poverty. There was a lot of dirtiness, I remember. We didn't have ever enough. And my mom used to say that a lot. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. Have you been told that? Have you been told that by yourself? Have you heard yourself saying, we can't afford that? Well, if you've heard yourself saying that, stick with me, please. Because although today we're not going to dive deep into that, over the next week and then the following week, we are, as we're getting closer to our money manifesting challenge, of which you'll be invited to join us in just a little bit. And today I want to talk about that myth of what is the missing piece. And the missing piece, like I said, is action in law of attraction. That's why I wrote it there, the action. But it's not just any action. It's not about creating these huge to-do lists or multitasking. Because let me confess again, and you know, I do a lot of confessions, even though I never really truly felt that I was Catholic. But I do a lot of confessions, and the confession is this: I used to be a crazy multitasker, and I am a recovering multitasker. And I say recovering because at any point I can catch myself multitasking. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I multitasking? So now I am a recovering multitasker. And also, I was a huge to do list girl. Have you been a huge to do list woman or person? Have you been starting your day with a huge to do list, maybe more than 3 items? Well, that used to be me. Here's the difference in the action that we're talking about towards manifesting. And I'm going to be talking more about this as the weeks progress and inside our money manifesting challenge. The type of action that I take now are inspired and aligned actions. Write that down. I'll write it right in here. Inspired and aligned action. By the way, if you're just joining us, I love to hear from you. I love that you're here. I appreciate you. And I behold the queen and the goddess in you. And I want to hear from you. Tell me, where are you tuning in from in terms of where in the world you are? And also tell me your name. So let me know, where are you? So I'm going to write in here so you can take notes. Inspired and aligned actions. Now I want to ask you, before I tell you what these are and how they happen, why don't you share with me, what do you think inspired and aligned actions are? Now, before I tell you that, I want to hear from you. And let me continue talking about this idea of doing huge to do lists. So I used to be so proud of myself because I had this huge to do list. And I used to like get all kinds of things like little stickies. I still use stickies, but very differently. Right now, and you can't see this from very close to you because I have the this background thing, but this is set your goals, treat yourself. If anyone ever participating in any of my business or marketing workshops, seminars, and trainings, I used to give this away to my clients so they can set their goals and then treat themselves. That part I got right, that we should treat ourselves, and celebrate our wins and treat ourselves to spa days and beautiful things like that. Like, if you've been following, I go to the spa once a month at least. And you also may know that I do the Financially Free and Fabulous show on Fridays. And most Fridays, I'm not working except for that. Except for now, by the way, this couple of weeks I am because, once again, of the Money Manifesting Challenge. But it's important that we set some inspired action. And so the way I do it now is I set an intention. And those of you that are our VIP queens participating in our upcoming event, you're going to receive a worksheet, okay? And that worksheet is going to be to help you to, on Sundays, set intentions. Now, this will be later on in my journal when my journal comes out and gets published. For now, you're going to have a worksheet, okay? And this worksheet will be for you to do it on Sunday. So you're actually, for those of you that are already in our private groups already, that have already invested in yourself to attend this Money Manifesting Challenge, you're already in a group. In that group, you're going to be receiving a worksheet for you to do even before we do the challenge. And what that worksheet is your intentions. So we're calling it an intention. And so I want to know, what do you think of that word, intention? How does that resonate with you? Do you like the word intention? What does that word even mean? I want to hear from you. I see that there is some beautiful women there. Let's see. Hi, Evie. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi. Let me know who you are. I can't see your name and I want to see it. So please tell me your name. Thank you. So I know who you are. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. And hopefully next time you're here so that everybody can see you. So uh, get in touch with me. Let me know if you want to be on camera with me. So first of all, what is inspired and aligned action? Do you have? There is no wrong answer, by the way. So just write in there whatever you want. And then what is intentions? What do we mean when we talk about intentions? What do we mean? I want you to write about that. What is it? So I'm going to actually look for the Merriam Webster's dictionary definition of the word intention. Okay. And an intention, when you have it as a noun, is a determination to act a certain way. Oh my goodness. I love that definition. I did not look at that before, or at least that definition had not come up before. A determination to act in a certain way. Oh my goodness, I really love that one. I'm going to put it right here for you in the chat. You let me know, how do you like that one? Do you like it? Is that in alignment with your definition, with what you feel? So I like that. I like that so much that we can have a determination. It's almost like a commitment to act in a certain way. It's a commitment to act in a certain way. So on Sunday, you're going to get, on Sunday before our challenge, you're going to get this worksheet, like a journal sheet that you're going to have, where you're going to write your intentions for the week. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, a professional working, I believe that you should set no more than 3 intentions per day, and that the Sunday list, if you take 5 working days, if you work 5 days, times three is what? 15. So, and that's still a lot, okay? So, for those of you that have 15 for the day, you may feel a little relief that it'll be 15 intentions for the week. Okay. And so here's what happens. Now, we read what the word intention means according to the Merriam Webster dictionary, right? So the reason why I like the word intention, even before I saw that particular definition, is because intention, it is something that you're intending, meaning to do. This is my definition, right? And there's not so much pressure. And the invitation for you today is to release the pressure from your life. Yes, you want to take action, inspired and aligned action, and you want to do it in a way that is easy, that it doesn't take that much effort, or you don't make it to happen. So let me show you an example. I wanted to volunteer for an organization to do something that I didn't really feel that I had a lot of experience, but something was tugging at me to do it, right? And I called the organization. I said, I'm going to volunteer doing this, something totally different than what I do professionally. And, we had a meeting and I was a little fearful, right? But then the person that was supposed to help me, we couldn't get together to make that happen so that I could volunteer in that way. So then finally, after like 3 weeks missing each other, trying to go forth, and I actually have to send this person an email, I had a talk with myself or with my source. You may call source God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, whatever. I call it my source. And I said, wow, this is a sign. Because one of the things is that I always ask for a sign. And this is a great way, in my opinion, that you could do an inspired and aligned action by asking for a sign. So I had asked for a sign. I said, I want to do some volunteer work for this particular organization. And I was inspired, I thought, at a particular moment to say, I want to do this. But I see that it's been 3 weeks. We've been going back and forth and we haven't been able to connect for me to do that. So then yesterday I said, you know what? I'm going to contact them and say, I want to do something else. Because I did say a few other things that I'm capable of gifting my time and my talent to. And I think that that's going to be more in alignment with what the divine wants me to do. And so that will be my inspired action to give of my time and talent to this nonprofit organization in a way that I feel that the divine has told me is more in alignment. Get it? So you may want to say, well, what is the action that I am supposed to take towards something, right? When you get this sheet, when you start your week on Sunday to plan for the working week. You may want to ask your source. So, for example, let's say, like me, you're a professional speaker, an author, or maybe you're a coach, or maybe you're self employed, right? And someone offers you a paid opportunity or a non paid opportunity, let's just say, right? Because I'm just going by how I'm being guided right now. You can ask your source to show you signs of which is the one that's for you, which is the one that you're supposed to move forward with. And you should then be open and receptive with eyes wide open to see what it is that you are intended to do according to your divine source from within. And then trust it. And so this helps us to get into the momentum of manifestation. Here's why. Number one, it'll open up our eyes. And here's the thing that I believe. I believe that we are always manifesting. And perhaps by now you've heard me say this. We are always manifesting. Sometimes we manifest consciously and sometimes unconsciously, whatever we get. So, for example, when I went from, buying and paying $100,000 car note to then 2 years later, not even being able to buy myself a bicycle, I manifested that, right? Now, I'm not going to go into that whole story right now. You'll hear all about this at the challenge. But yeah, I was paying to lease a car for 2 years, almost 19.99 a month I was paying. And I did that every month for 2 years on my lease on this very, very, very fancy Mercedes SL 500 convertible hardtop. You've seen me post it on Facebook. Did I have fun? Yes. But that was kind of, not the best decision that I could have made. That's the best action because 2 years later, I didn't know that I was going to come in to an illness that put me in the hospital that because I didn't have health insurance affected me financially in a big way. And I lost that car. And later, I couldn't even afford to buy a bike because I lost so much 2 years, like after those 2 years. So, like 4 years into this. So, I manifest that. Now, listen up. We're not judging ourselves. That's all part of the process. So that's just to show you that we're always manifesting, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. Sometimes we manifest exactly what we want. Sometimes it's a variation. And sometimes we manifest what we focus on that may not be positive and good for us. Okay? So we don't judge it, we learn from it. We learn from those experiences. Now, at times when we're in the mix of the mud and everything, it might be hard for us to say, I'm not going to judge myself. Because remember, I've said this before. I wrote that article about the monkey mind. Our monkey mind may be very active and may say, oh, you were so dumb. You were so stupid. For that moment, it'll say it. But then you know what? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and say, you know what? I did it. I had fun with that car. I learned the lesson. I even learned now that most millionaires actually stay with a car 1, 2, 3, even 4 years. So they're not sporting a brand new car every year. And that they don't consider a car an investment. So that's not one of their priorities. Okay. So that now is more in alignment with me. Like my car is 10 years old. I love my car, you know, and it drives great and I'm happy to drive it, and I might get a new car, but first I want to get a different home. Although I love this home, but I want another one. And so my actions are different. And so when we set out this week, as this week is just starting and today is Money Manifesting Monday, set an intention for this week today and do it like a game. Maybe take little baby steps, like I call them sometimes, simple things. Maybe start with manifesting a phone call from a friend or someone you want to hear from, or perhaps a client, a past client, a prospective new client, or someone that you've reached out and they haven't reached out to you. Okay. Set a small one. And when you set a small one, then you get used to being more conscious, being a conscious creator, manifesting consciously, and you get into the process of aligning yourself and your energy with the energy of abundance and the energy of conscious creation. And then you start manifesting more in alignment and you take more inspired and aligned actions. Now, what is it that stops us from taking that inspired and aligned action? And here it is. The key to change is to let go of fear. So the action, once we found that inspired and aligned action, there may be fear, what I sometimes call the monkey mind saying fearful and limiting thoughts to us, right? There may be fear. In order for us to take that key and get through it and unlock that door that unlocks our whatever it is that we're wanting to manifest, right? We want to release fear. And so fear is something that we all have had experience with, right? And there's many ways of handling fear, and I'm not going to go into depth in that because upcoming on the 26th and thereafter I'm going to be talking a lot about fear, and we're going to be talking about how do we move forward in spite of fear. What can we use when we do feel fear? And we all feel it, and it's okay to recognize it. There's no shame or guilting about that, right? But how do we get through the fear? And how do we do it? What is the proper technique for us to do it in spite of the fear? So we'll be talking more about that. Now, I want to hear from you. I want to hear, where are you with the inspired and aligned action? How do you feel? Do you feel that every time you set an intention, you are setting an action that you can take? And so, for example, one of the things that I teach, and I'm looking over here because I'm going to share a couple of things with you. One of the things that I teach is this idea of setting up a 90-day goal or intention to manifest something in 90 days, and then breaking it into small steps, like I just shared with you a few minutes ago, right? And you'll hear more about that. So I want to know, what is like a 90-day intention that you have, right? And how do you, or what can you ask as a maybe divine sign to let you know what is the next action that you should be taking towards moving closer to that 90-day goal? Maybe that's where you want to go with it, okay? And by the way, I'm going to show you now something, and then I want you to put your name in the chat because I'm going to give away something in a few minutes. And what I'm going to give away is a ticket to the Money Manifesting Challenge. So, for those of you, if you already invested in yourself, in your business, and your prosperity consciousness, you can gift this ticket away to a friend of yours. Okay. So, if you already did that, you can give it away. Okay. So, let me just share with you a little bit about the Money Manifesting Challenge, which, by the way, you can go to moneymanifestingchallenge.com right now and read along with me what I'm sharing with you. Okay. So let me share this with you. So this is for you if you are contemplating manifesting something this year, or perhaps specifically over the next 90 days. Okay. If you have an intention, and while, by the way, this is for manifesting money specifically, and it works if you want to like manifest the ideal weight in your body, like I did. I intended to manifest my lifetime weight goal, and now I have. I have manifested that I am at the exact weight that I've been wanting for a long time. And so I'm very happy about that. So you can do that. This is specifically for money manifesting over the next 90 days specifically. Okay. So here's what we're going to cover. And then I'm going to give away a ticket based on the names that have been put here. So stay and put your name, please, in the chat so that I can see your name and I can add you to our wheel of winners. Okay, so check out what we're going to be discussing. And by the way, I just remember that we also are going to have, I believe, two different types of tickets that we're giving away, because I just remember we have the women in our moneymanifestingwomen.com community. We have the most active ladies in that community. I'm going to be putting their name into the wheel of winners. So I'm giving away two tickets today. Two tickets. Okay. I'm giving away two tickets. So, first of all, day one, we're going to talk about what you want wants you. We're going to learn how to set inspired and aligned actions so that those things that you intend to manifest, you can manifest. So you're going to have all the VIPs are going to have a worksheet. This is for the VIPs. You're all going to have a worksheet to allow you to set the intention in a particular way. Number two, on day two, feel your emotions, because emotions are energy in motion. We're going to talk a lot about that. And we're going to talk about like some of the lower emotions like shame. I just shared with you that I did not share that I grew up and was born in government housing with welfare, food stamps, getting government cheese. Those of you who didn't know what I'm talking about, I was kind of embarrassed and ashamed of that. That's a very low energy. And I'm going to talk about another Hay House author, Dr. Not Wayne Dyer, Dr. David Hawkins, who created a way of looking at different emotions and feelings and calibrating them. So we're going to talk about that in his work. He was an MD, PhD. We're going to talk about different emotions and feelings, how they calibrate, and how they either help us to manifest money, love, the ideal way, or that the wrong energy can, or the not call it the wrong, the more lower energies may get us to end up in a hospital like I did, or lose all the money like I did. So I'm going to share more about my story and show you how that played out, and you'll understand more about this. Day three, we're going to talk about what we're talking about today in much more detail, and that is the action component, taking action, right? We're going to take action and act as if it be, as if it is, and it will be. And, I'm hoping that I'm going to have a special treat for you um, in some of these days, which means I'm going to have an extra speaker come on because they have a specialty that I would like to share with you guys. So there'll be other extra speakers joining us that are experts in different fields. So day four, we're going to talk about be, believe, and become her. Who is her? Her is what I call your fabulous, financially free future self. That's right. That is a mouthful. Go ahead and write that down. Who is your fabulous, financially free future self? I'm writing it right there for you. Okay. And then on day 5, we're going to talk about soaring, which yesterday I did a quick live on Facebook, not showing my face. I did it right from my balcony and talked about soaring with the energy of your source. So, day 5, we're going to talk about soaring with the momentum of manifestation. And day 6 is our celebration for all our VIPs. And right now, the only tickets that are available are VIP because we closed the early birds. So right now, the tickets are very inexpensive. They are just $30. And hold on, because I'm going to tell you that those of you that get a VIP ticket right now, okay, and I'm going to put the link in there again so you could have it. This will take you here to the checkout. And in this checkout, you will see that these bonuses I'm going to tell you about are not there. So listen up, because I was debating of how I was going to give you this, and here's how I'm going to give you this. Go ahead and get your ticket today. If you win the ticket that I am going to give you, the ticket that I'm going to give you is a early bird ticket, which is a ticket to be inside of our new private and temporary Money Manifesting Challenge Facebook group. And we are going to be meeting there Monday through Friday, starting February 26th, for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then there'll be no replays. It's only live virtual inside the group. And then it'll be taken down. And so this ticket, however, is the VIP. You get everything. And the bonus, listen up, here it is. The bonus is that you're not just going to be able to train with me for that entire week. You're not only going to get all the replays, because I'm going to show you right in here, okay? You get the 5 days that I just shared with you. You get the daily worksheet. We're going to have a lot of different worksheets that are pages that I'm taking out of my upcoming journal. You're going to have the replays and the recordings, okay? And you're going to have those for 30 days. Additionally, you're going to be inside my fabulous membership inside of my website, Kajabi, where you'll be able to extend your journal journey for 30 days, okay? That means that you're going to have a 30-day experience of money manifesting. These are all things that are part of my upcoming book that I'm going to be launching, okay? And you're going to experience that for not just the 6 days of the challenge, but you're going to experience that for an additional time, total duration of 30 days. So what do you want to do? You want to go ahead and go to moneymanifestingchallenge.com right now. This is a very low investment for you, and you're already going to get it back by getting that extra bonus, because that membership by itself, it's already $30. So the invitation for you is to move forward with this and get that for yourself. Now let me see if I have some names so that I can put them in here. Okay. I have an opportunity to get you here. So if you are here, then put the hashtag money manifesting challenge. Let's see if it lets me. Okay, let's see if it lets me. Okay, the first person to put the hashtag money manifesting challenge inside of the chat right now, since you didn't put the name, we're doing it in a different way. You have an opportunity to win a free general admission ticket to our upcoming Money Manifesting Challenge. So I'm going to give you a few minutes. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give away the other ticket that I have, which is also a general admission ticket. But this one is specifically for our Money Manifesting Women members, the members that are already inside of the money manifesting community, and they have been amazing contributors, contributing, giving back, putting positive things, positive affirmations of their own. They have been following the group by liking, by putting comments, all of it. So these money manifesting women, I'm going to write their name in here now so that you can see. And by the way, in the meantime, please feel free to join. It's a free community on Facebook. Go to moneymanifestingwomen.com right now and ask to join. And the system may allow you there right away. And our assistant will look in there and see, how your profile looks, what you're about, and they'll either keep you and welcome you, or they may just say, I'm sorry, we cannot have you, or just take you out if it's inappropriate. But go to moneymanifestingwomen.com right now. And let me just take some questions. Anybody's got any questions about what we've covered so far, or any thoughts, or you want to put your name down? This is your chance right now. Okay. In the meantime, I'm still trying to set up this winning thing for the women in the group. So let me go ahead and do the raffle based on the hashtag. Let's see. Well, it seems that no one put the moneymanifestingchallenge.com there in the chat. So here's what we're going to do, right? We are going to put the names here instead of the women in our group. Okay, I'm going to put the name of our top women here. Okay? And what I'm going to do, I don't know if you heard that. What I'm going to do is I am going to see if any of them are here, because we do want them to be present. If they're not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for next Wednesday, this Wednesday, and I'll do the raffle then, and I'll give away the ticket, because I don't see them here, so I cannot do the wheel of winners. So here's what it looks like. Okay, so let me just show you. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me know that you can see it. When you can see it, here's the wheel of names, right? And I put the names in there, right, of everybody that's there, right? And based on their name, right? Like, I don't know if this is one of them. I would put it, and then this will go around, right? So this will go around. So Evie, just for now, right? And this thing will go around, and it will select a name. So that's what we were doing. However, I didn't see a name here. And so because I didn't see a name, I'm going to wait till Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're going to go ahead and do this. Yay! I don't know if you hear that, but it's making a clapping noise. In any event, so remember, you are invited to join us at the Money Manifesting Challenge. Just go to moneymanifestingchallenge.com right now. And if you purchase a ticket, you will let me know. You can send me an email and remind me that you get the bonus. So you get the bonus of the money manifesting journaling journey that will take you to 30 days. Okay. So that'll be your win. So please let me know. For now, I want to remind you that in order for you to manifest what you want to manifest, you want to take action, as we talked about, right? Yes, and what kind of action? Inspired and aligned action. So I invite you to join the challenge so that you can have the key to unlock the door to all your fears, limiting belief in the monkey mind. And then you can align yourself with the energy of your source so that you can take inspired and align actions and manifest what you want to manifest. My name is EVDS. I am your money manifesting maestro. I really am looking forward to seeing you inside of our moneymanifestingwomen.com group right now. And more importantly, or equally as important, to see you inside of our money manifesting challenge. Please make sure you check out Money Manifesting Challenge. And by the way, please feel free to tune in Wednesday. I'm going to come live on Wednesday again. And I am going to do drawings for tickets for the women in our group already, the collaborators. And I'm also going to do another ticket for those of you who participate in the chat. I'm going to do probably two tickets, one for the hashtag and one for the Wheel of Winners. So please feel free to look on my social media so that you can find out when I'm going live on Wednesday, and then I'm going to do it again on Friday. And on both times, I am giving tickets to you, and I want you to enjoy those tickets. So please make sure that you join us then. I want to see you Wednesday and Friday. And please feel free to send me an email or a direct message with your questions, thoughts, ideas. If you want to come on this live stream with me, let me know that too. I look forward to hearing from you. I am grateful that you joined us today. Please join us again. I love to hear from you. I want to collaborate with you. I want to work with you. Relationships is my goals for this year. So make sure you join us and let's elevate our energy, elevate ourselves, cheer ourselves up as we manifest money in 2024. Thank you for being here once again. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.